A woman who claims to be the inspiration for an alleged stalker in the Netflix hit Baby Reindeer is suing the streaming giant for £133 million. Fiona Harvey says the character Martha Scott is based on her, and she accuses Netflix of defamation, emotional distress and other allegations. The streaming platform says it will vigorously defend the legal action which is being brought in California. Caroline Lewis has more.
When it landed on Netflix in April, it quickly became one of the streaming giant's most watched shows. But the fallout from the dark comedy has been almost as gripping.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my stalker. Say hello to Martha.
Don't you say that to me!
Written by and starring Richard Gadd, Baby Reindeer is billed as the true story of how he was relentlessly stalked by a woman who in the show is called Martha, catapulting him from a little-known comedian to a global superstar.
It literally felt like overnight. It just exploded. My phone was going off, my doorbell was ringing.
But it became embroiled in controversy almost instantly as fans tried to track down the real people behind the characters, quickly singling out 58-year-old Fiona Harvey as the real Martha. Speaking to Piers Morgan, she said she'd been inundated with death threats, but denied being a stalker.
It's taken over enough of my life. I find it quite obscene. I find it horrifying, misogynistic.
She's now suing Netflix for £133 million, calling the show the biggest lie in TV history, adding it had destroyed her reputation, her character and her life.
This was not a completely fictionalised story, but a story written by the stand-up comedian where he plays, in effect, himself or a version of himself. It was all just a little bit close to the reality.
In a statement, Netflix said, "We intend to defend this matter vigorously and to stand by Richard Gadd's right to tell his story." Baby Reindeer will certainly make production companies think twice about how carefully they ensure real-life dramatisations aren't too close to reality.
Yeah, the woman even looked like the double of her. Like, you see the woman, it looked exactly the same as the woman that actually happened to. 130-something million. Jeez. Fair play. If she wasn't the actual stalker as well, if she said that it wasn't even at the actual case, like the way they presented the series or whatever it is, that thing on Netflix. And that's mad because she's already been through all this shit before by the looks of things. And this is dragging her back through it because people have looked her up. Ooh, I don't know if this was the case. Let me know if it was. Whether she was an actual stalker and it did play the same way it did play in the Netflix, or if it was just, you know, like when they make movies and stuff, they dramatize it and make it out to be, they twist it all around just so it's good for entertainment purposes. So these people have reached out to her. These people have probably looked her up, reached out to her, and you know, you get them crazy people that watch shows and they believe it's real. But this is kind of like a real story, but is it accurate? And you would have them crazy people reaching out, like, you know, you get them Coronation Street fans. They get mad at characters if they see him in real life. But she's probably getting attacked, so I don't blame her. If that is the case, I don't blame her for suing Netflix, because this is an issue. It's not one of these people trying to milk the system like, oh, you stole my story. By the sounds of things, it's one of these things where she's being attacked. Maybe, because people are looking her up and that. Jeez. I don't blame her. That is the case. I don't blame her for suing her.